This is something of a follow-up to the previous video, but also a topic that many people do not even think about. What if you do not have a group that plays GURPS, but have, for example, only one friend who is interested in trying it out, or a spouse perhaps? I have actually both ran and played in one-on-one games, and I have to say that they are quite different from your typical group game. Being the only player is difficult. You do not have any comrades to discuss your plans of actions, and you alone have to make all the decisions. For some players who usually are passive during the game, this is a nightmare. But for those who are always proactive and like this sort of agency, this is a blessing. Being alone in combat also can be very difficult. You should understand that there are no friends to draw fire or help you in other ways, and you have to think about your tactics before you engage. This becomes even more important when fighting magic-wielding enemies. When you fight in a group, if you get hit by an incapacitating effect such as paralysis, your party mates still retain their combat capabilities. When you are alone, even a short duration incapacitating effect spells doom for you. Some might see this as a challenge, but if you don't want to go too hard on the player, consider giving the character some impulse points. That's literal plot armor. Many of these problems can be circumvented by letting the player befriend NPCs or find hirelings. Fortunately, GURPS has good mechanics for all that in social engineering. However, if these NPC allies are way too active or talkative, it might get awkward for the GM to roleplay interactions between the NPCs. So I'd make these allied NPCs less proactive and let the player character be in the spotlight. Now I would like to mention some upsides. There are many character archetypes that actually work better alone than in a group. Many RPG horror stories, real or fake, begin with a player bringing such a character to a normal game. Does the character suffer from the main character syndrome? Well, now he actually is the main character, so it's fine. Is the character a brooding edgelord who is selfish and always works alone? Now it's not a problem at all. If your character is a thief, assassin, scout, sniper or a ninja, who usually splits away from the group and performs stealthy missions alone, while everyone waits and checks social media, now again it's not a problem. If your character is uncooperative, evil or an actual monster, that works too. Perhaps you have read Salvatore's Forgotten Realms novels and want to play somebody like Dries de Orden or Artemis Entreri? Again, they would be perfect characters for a one-on-one game. What if your character requires a lot of downtime for enchanting, crafting or doing research? Again, that's not a problem at all. See what I mean? One-on-one games allow you to explore possibilities that would be awkward or impossible in a normal game. I believe that it's perfectly normal and acceptable, just like a normal group game. I also think that this is a very good way to learn or teach the rules. And also it works well in a play-by-post format. But anyway, have you ever played in a one-on-one game? Have you ever run such a game? Do you know any D&D adventure modules focused on this sort of play? Is there anything I'm missing? Feel free to tell me in the comments, I would love to hear about your experience. But now, thank you for watching and I will see you next time.